You know, I am so concerned for Grenada that I had to make an additional quick video concerning what I would describe as the two socialist Marxists, TWEEDLE and TWEEDLE. And it may seem funny, but it's so deadly serious. Seeing all that has transpired recently in the Caribbean, okay? Seeing all that has transpired recently in Venezuela, that I am morbidly concerned about Grenada and its people collectively. So I want to appeal to Grenadians to be vigilant, to be sober, to be careful about what you listen to, okay? To be careful that you don't enter a state of drunkenness and be intoxicated, okay, by the radical leftist garbage that is being spewed by TWEEDLE and TWEEDLE on an old schoolmate of mine, an old peer of mine, Miss Callistra's platform. I am concerned with the garbage, the radical left, unstrategic garbage statements that are being made by TWEEDLE and TWEEDLE on this young lady's platform. And I understand why she gives them a platform. The young lady is from the Guava area. She knows how to sell fish. You know, so she's doing this because she knows it's sensational. She knows it's emotional. She knows it's going to rile up the unsuspecting folk. So of course, it's going to increase her clicks and her ratings. So that is why she's doing it. The young lady, I believe, is relatively intelligent, and I don't believe she'll be taken in by this garbage. So I don't believe that she believes what is being spewed by TWEEDLE and TWEEDLE. TWEEDLE and TWEEDLE thinks that in the middle of a more drastic political climate in the Caribbean, geopolitical climate, that it is wise, okay, to be antagonistic to the United States. It's wise to talk, to be some sort of intellectual petty bourgeois and talk about rules-based approach and democracy and international law. My friends, have you just seen what has happened? Do you understand? At least you guys should have had some military experience. Do you understand the level of deadly threat, military hardware, intelligence hardware that is currently in the Caribbean? That you would think it wise that you should come on this platform and spew all this garbage to jeopardize and put in danger Grenada and the people of Grenada. You think that is wise? You guys should have had some experience in strategy. You should have had some experience in leadership. One being an old-time union guy and one supposedly a lawyer. And you think it wise? Because you're looking for political clout and you want to come across as cute or educated? You think it wise? You people can never love Grenada or love Grenadians. Never. Because your selfish, egotistical approach testifies that in some respects you have no respect for the intellect of Grenadians. You have no love for Grenadians. Now it's no mystery what transpired in the early 80s. It is no mystery that you're living your lofty petty bourgeois life and then you think it cute to come and say what you're saying in such an unstrategic way because you know you're comfortable. At the end of the day, you know who will be affected by all of this? If pressure is applied to Grenadians, you know who will be affected? The regular Grenadian man. You have some cushion, so you won't be impacted severely. But if tourism is impacted, if the fashion industry is impacted, if agriculture is impacted, guess who's going to suffer? Guess who's going to suffer? But probably that is your plan. To drive the Grenadian people, the middle class and the lower class, in such a desperate position so that you petty bourgeois could continue to maintain your privileged status. That may be your aim. Because no reasonable, rational person, okay, who should have a little bit of intellect would in this particular time and this particular geopolitical climate will do what you guys, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, are doing. And just imagine you were in some respects in a little better position in the early 80s, because at least you had an opposing force kind of helping you out and providing you with some sort of security and some sort of backing. Now you don't have that. Grenada is exposed, vulnerable. And then you, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, believes that it is wise to be antagonistic. That is wise to talk all this crap, to look cute, to look intellectual. And at the same time, in some respects, to jeopardize Grenadians. Because that is what you're doing, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That is what you're doing. Talking about some international law and rules-based approach and all that nonsense. Deal with reality, bro. Which planet? How old are you guys? How old are you guys? With your kindergartenish nonsense. My friends, he who knows when to fight and when not to fight shall not lose in 1,000 battles. And the only time one can fight is when one has the means to fight. Okay? Grenada cannot project any military or economic power. So especially being in that situation, Grenada should be careful about what it says and what it does. I mean, look at Venezuela. Venezuela, which is in 100 times better position to project military and economic power, has, in some respect, look what has happened to them. Look what has happened to them. Look what has happened to all those boasters in the rest of the Caribbean, okay, and a part of CARICOM, who folded. And you, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, are trying to encourage Grenadians to be some marked revolutionaries and stand up. Are you out of your freaking minds? Why are you doing it? You're doing it because of your ego? You're doing it because of some failed dreams you had in the past? You didn't fulfill it then, you think you're going to fulfill it now? You're trying to look cute? Listen, I am appealing to Grenadians to be careful, okay? To be cautious, to be vigilant, to be sober, to be strategic in every economic, political, and social policy that you pursue currently, especially in the climate that exists in the Caribbean. And I warn you, okay, the squeeze and the pressure is going to get tougher. So it requires serious, vigilant, smart, strategic maneuvering to tread through these waters. And obviously, Tweedledee and Tweedledum are not the people you should be listening to. A word to the wise is sufficient.